I have been expecting you, Mr. Bond. You're not fooling around because we're here for a very specific reason. I have a secret to share with you. A secret that no one else in the history of photography has ever thought about. That's how genius this secret is. It is using ND filters in daylight photography. And I know you're asking yourself, what the heck is an ND filter? I'ma tell you right now. ND filter is a neutral density filter. And I know what you're thinking. What the hell is a neutral density filter? It's basically like sunglasses for your lens. That's all you gotta remember. But the neutral meaning that it doesn't really change the color of the thing. It shows what you would like really get if you took it a stop down, in this case with an ND2 filter. And you still should get the same kind of quality, you know, the same kind of sharpness, the same kind of image you could have got if you just took it one step down. But maybe you were not able to get it one step down, and that is why it's good for outdoor daylight photography, because sometimes we get overexposed pictures and these might help us fixing that. But you see, they're also good for long exposure photography. Like if you want to take pictures of the stars, maybe you put one of these on and you can expose for even longer, or you can expose in brighter moments than maybe total darkness could. And that's why you can get different ND filters, like in the 2 as this one is, or in the 4, 8, 16, whatever, 100,000. I don't think that is possible, but again, what do I know? So what do you do with it? I'm gonna tell you right now. You look at your lens, you see this weird ass symbol right here. It says that, and then it says 49. It is simply the diameter of the lens, which is 49. You know, you get a 49 sized ND filter, and you simply screw it on like so. And this is gonna be the magic word. They're cheap as fuck. You see, you may get some which are as expensive as your camera, but you can also get some which are just pocket change and might just cost that dollar you found on the street. But why is that? Well, because of course those expensive ones are good ones, and maybe the cheap ones have bad quality, and maybe they're not so neutral to their density as they might say. But I have not been leaving my house without them lately. I have used them for almost every shoot I've done. Of course, if I don't have the camera, I would not bring them with me, because then I'll just have ND filters in my pocket but no camera, and then they're kind of useless. But unless you can unless you want to walk around doing this to people. Gotta stop dropping them. Well, of course, there's much more to ND filters than I have explained, but it doesn't really matter because that's not why we're here. We're simply here to test them in very bright photography outside, and it's not that bright here in Denmark. So we're gonna go somewhere else where it's much brighter and much earlier this year, because it's in the past. We're gonna time travel. Let's go to Crete. It's always nice in Crete. Let's go to an abandoned place in Crete. I'm just making this up as I go because, of course, I don't know where we're going. Just let's go. Now, this abandoned building on Crete is gonna be our location for the next shoot. Nice, 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 nice. So right now this lens has an ND filter on. It's an ND2, and this is what it looks like when I remove it. You see it gets much brighter all of a sudden. So it's basically like a pair of sunglasses that goes on the lens. Okay, so right now we're gonna try and take some pictures. First, we gotta remember to warm up.
That's it for me. It's scorching hot and I am so tired of jumping. So let's head back and see what pictures we got.
And as such, we have traveled back to the present of the past, which I'm filming this in, so that you can see it in the present, which is the future from now. What? Anyways, let's take a look at some of the pictures we just took, because they look good. I didn't actually film me taking the pictures because I was busy jumping around, and you'll see what I mean. But the first one is not a jump. The first one is this high kick, which looks very high because you take it from a low angle, and ooh, look at the colors, look at the crispness, and look, it's not overexposed. It's alright. It's alright, you know, I should have taken a step back, get more light on myself, but nevertheless, it tells a story, I think. Don't know what the story is. Let's take a look at the next two pictures. Ooh. Now, these are very nice cover pictures. Like, it's a very nice cover photo. You see, you can have some text underneath or something. It's again, looks like a very high jump because it's actually, we take it from here. Angles, yeah. The light's better. You see, I'm in the light myself, just like the background is in the light, and we get a very nicely crisply exposed picture. Moving on. See, here I'm in the lights a bit more. Just praising myself for my creativity and my newly acquired skills, and of course my ND filter friend. Again, not overly exposed and not bad. Let's take a look at the last two, because again we're playing with angles, and it's actually not that hard to get a jumping photo. I thought that would be difficult, but I've done it a few times now and it's actually not turned out too bad. You just gotta have a fast shutter speed and make someone jump. Set it to burst mode, of course. You can get 3, 4, maybe even 6 pictures of one single jump. I feel eventually I've done too many of those, but they are some of my favorites because you can really capture something which you can't just see in real life. You stop a real life moment, and that's very visible in a jump. So that is what I had for you today. If you want an ND filter for your lens, check if your lens can actually have one on by looking for the symbol, and go to Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, whatever, even your local shop, and see if they have some ND filters, because you cannot go wrong with them. And what do I recommend you get? If it's very daylightly outside, get an ND2. That's like the smallest stop I could find on eBay, and again, they're freaking cheap. I did get this package with ND2, ND4 and ND8 in one, and you get this thing, and maybe it's like $4 or something. I don't know, I can't remember, but cheap as hell. So do it. It's like a wallet for ND filters. What the hell am I doing? Comment down below if you want to see more photo vlogs and photo adventures, because even if you don't do it, I'm still gonna make them because they're fun. I'm having fun. What now? Alright, see you, bye next time. It has been a while since I've done one of these. I think we're at episode 8 or 9. I should have checked that one. We're back at it again with those crispy advice for beginner photographers like myself. Alright, no more messing around, because this is serious. We are back with another photography vlog, and we have not had one of those in a long time, mainly because I've been very lazy, but also because I've been very lazy. So maybe you'll get some color, like blue or something. I think that has happened to me, but we'll fix it in post. Why are these small things so great? But this is ND2, which is just like a single stop, I think. And that makes the image a bit darker, I think. It makes it darker without ruining the quality of the image and the color and the picture. Maybe they have a like blue color to them. Maybe you can't focus well enough. Maybe it's just a piece of glass. Who the hell knows? Very lightly. As you may have guessed from the title, we have a very important trick for you today. And when I say we, I mean... that's just me. You get what I mean? You know what I mean? Forget about it. Let's start over. Fucking hell.